We are your station for health, and as the days get warmer, it gets more and more important to stay hydrated. Today is National Hydration Day, so here to give us some tips on how to keep hydrated this summer, we're joined by Dr. John Higgins from UT Health. Good morning to you. This is such a good reminder, especially with all the hot temps we've been feeling lately. So can you start by telling us what are the health implications of dehydration?
Absolutely, and happy National Dehydration, happy Hydration Day, Denise. And Denise, when you get dehydrated, you not only get uncomfortable, your mouth gets dry, you might get a headache, you get really thirsty, but it can actually also affect how you perform. So you're not able to do exercise as well. You get a degradation of about 5%, and you're not able to do your work during the day as well. And if it gets really, really bad, you can get to the point where you get really, really fatigued, and you'll, may even have a seizure and may even pass out.
Oh, wow. And I'm sure I'm not alone here, because I always feel like I never drink enough water. So how much water should people drink every day?
So Denise, for adults, for women, we're talking about 8 to 12 cups of water a day, or, of these type of large bottles, about 3 of these, or about 3/4 of a gallon. And for men, it's about 12 to 16 cups per day, about 4 of these large 33 fluid ounce bottles, or a gallon. Kids, a little bit less. So boys and girls, about 8 cups per day, younger children, about 6 per day. And then importantly, nursing women should have a little bit more because they're producing the milk, so about 13 cups per day.
And so why does age or activity level play such a big part in this, in terms of how much you drink?
Great question, Denise. As you are aging, you actually are more sensitive to the dehydration effects. So really, really important. As you're aging, you actually got to really stick on that water and drink a little bit more. And some things that might help is adding a little bit of fruits to your water. Maybe using a tracker app like Aqua Alert is a free tracker app to track your water. Making sure that you're listening to your body. If you're thirsty, it probably means you need to drink some water. And Denise, a lot of people don't realize, but about 20% of the water that we get is from fruits and vegetables. So, things like getting your apples and oranges, fruits that are really high in water are things like broccoli, oranges, summertime, think pineapple, watermelon. All of those things are really, really important and healthy. And making sure you always have your water bottle around, and in fact, probably get a special water bottle and set your goal and say, okay, I've got to drink, 2, 3, or 1 if it's a real big one of those each day.
I think we tend to forget about the fruits and veggies, so I'm glad you reminded us of that. Now, my kids are constantly trying to drink Gatorade, and I'm always, encouraging them to drink more water. Can sports drinks, though, replace water?
Sports drinks are okay, Denise, under the following circumstances. If you're exercising and you're sweating a lot, because when you sweat, you lose a lot of body salts, and the Gatorade will replace that. Or if you're exercising for a prolonged period of time, especially if you're out, at the gym or exercising for more than an hour, sports drinks actually can be pretty good. But, the downside to sports drinks, Denise, is they do often have a little bit of sugar in them. So you're kind of defeating the purpose on trying to lose weight. But they do have their place. I would recommend people, if they're really sweating a lot, maybe do, and you should be hydrating every 15 minutes. The first 15 minutes, have some water. The second 15 minutes, maybe a little bit of a sports drink, and kind of alternate. But they do have their place. And importantly, Denise, make sure avoid energy drinks or coffee, because they have caffeine in them and they will actually pull water out of you.
That's right. All right. Well, you know what? I tend to bloat sometimes when I drink a lot of water. Is it possible to drink too much water? If so, what is too much?
Absolutely. Denise, I think when you don't have any thirst at all and you've done your usual amounts of water, if you are drinking too much water, some of the things that it'll do to you is it'll make you a little bit sick to the stomach, a little bit drowsy. You can even make you a little bit confused, because it can drop your body salts if you drink too much water. So if you are getting kind of bloated, or if you are not thirsty at all, I mean, don't just chug down water for the sake of it. It's better to have a little bit throughout the day. And certainly if you're exercising, every 15 minutes, especially in our Texas heat, stop for some water. And if you feel like you're getting a little bit confused or a little bit of a headache, it might be that you've had too much water. Check your urine as well. It should be a nice light Chardonnay color. If your urine is looks like water, you're probably drinking too much water. Or on the flip side, if it is like a dark orange, really, really thick color, you're drinking too little water. So those are kind of some things. But the most important thing is, Denise, just be aware. Try to get a little bit of water throughout the day and making sure that you're tracking your water, because it's a very important part of your health and wellness.
All right. Well, I'll certainly be following your advice, Dr. Higgins. Always good to have you on. Thanks so much.
Roger that, Denise.
All right.